Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm just journaling, so come on along. Well, I started to do some journaling, well actually finished some journaling that I started yesterday while I was watching Heather C, and I will link her channel below. She has a new channel. She's not a new crafter, but she has a new channel. And I invite everybody to go on over and show her channel some loving and some support. So what I wanted to finish that I started yesterday was the first page in my Kitty Boho journal. And I did cut out a little bit that old Possum's book of practical cats. And if you remember, I said this is the actual book that they based the Broadway show Cats on. So I just trimmed the edges a little bit, and then I decided, hey, I want this to be boho. So I put a little bit of a lace curtain behind it, and I wanted to show some of the flowers around this edge, but I softened this edge with just a piece of curtain. And I like the way that it shows over here on my art doll, Miss Little Love Bites. And I have a little bit of that soft edge peeking up. And I did distress around the edge with some blue. I'm trying to get a little bit of a blue vibe going here in this book. Although I've discovered I really don't have a lot of blue things, so I'm trying. And then I decided to keep going and do one more page because, you know, why not? And I know this page is pink, but here's some little blue flowers. Could cover that up. And I have this picture, and this is Friskie. This was my cat when I lived in Ansonia, Connecticut, and this picture was probably taken in the very early 1960s, 1960, 1961. This beautiful pure white cat. He's sitting out in the yard, and my battery light is blinking. I'll be right back. I'm going to have to put up a little reminder, check a battery before filming, because my batteries do not last very long. All right, so this is an old picture, and it was stuck down in an album, one of those albums with the sticky pages, and I pulled it up, and it's not in very good shape, but that's okay. I'm going to glue it down in here, because this is old Possum's book of practical cats. And then there's this illustration from the book, and I like these two old folks here, this couple, and they have a book about the naming of the cats, and I thought I might cut them out and add them to the picture, and then the poem, the naming of the cats. I just want this part on the back. When you notice a cat in profound meditation, the reason I tell you is always the same. His mind is engaged in rapt contemplation of the thought of the thought of the thought of his name, his ineffable, ineffable, deep, inscrutable, singular name. So I thought I would cut that out, put that on the top of the page, put the picture of Friskie the cat in deep, profound contemplation, meditating on his ineffable name, and cut out this couple and put them there. And I even took a piece of material. This is a scrap from the book covers, end covers, inside covers. And I thought I might add just a little bit of that to it, soften up the page. So I might do that first. I think I'm going to go over and add the material to this paper. And then I'm going to trim down these pages and work out how I want to put them on this. And there's the little ruffle. I tried to go a little bit crooked and not make it like a perfect ruffle. Sometimes I get carried away when I do ruffles and pleats. So I want it to be just a little bit of a soft edge on there. Okay, so now I want to cut out the couple. I don't know if I can rip. This is very old paper. So this is a cat I had when my mom married my stepfather, and we moved to his house, and I got shipped off to my aunt's for the summer. And when I came back, they told me that the cat had run away. And then my cousin told me that my stepfather actually caught the cat, and she had to hold it, and they took it in his car out to the woods and dumped the cat off somewhere out in the woods. And I have no idea whatever happened to him. But I thought that was a pretty mean thing to do. Sometimes this cat would make my mother nervous because he liked to sleep on my neck, and she was always afraid he was going to like smother me while I was sleeping. Okay, I'm going to have the picture hang off a little bit. And I'm going to put this couple, maybe I'll move this down a little bit, like that for the naming of the cats. Now I did cut them out, but I think this I want to rip. And we'll see how that comes out. My hands are so dry with this cold weather. I keep putting lotion on them, but it doesn't seem to help. We got up this morning and it was 0 degrees. And I discovered that the pipe under the kitchen sink had froze, the cold water pipe. And Mr. Possum had to take my heat gun, my handy dandy heat gun, downstairs and defrost that one pipe. There's only that one pipe, not the rest of the house, just that one pipe. It's pretty close to an outside wall. Well, it's actually right on an outside wall. And we have to figure out a good way to give it some better insulation. Now I might go one step further here and give this some kind of background. Okay, I gave the poem a little bit of a background, and I gave the cat a little bit of a background too. And in a few minutes I'm going to glue this paper down. And then I'm going to glue these two things down. And then I'm going to put this couple there, like that. But I was thinking, I used a double-sided tape to stick this to the scrapbook paper. But I'm thinking maybe I want it to look like I put it down with some washi tape. So I might take some of this washi tape. Oh, I have blue, and I have blue flowers too. And just put a little bit in the corners, like that. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is glue this down right about there. And I am going to use my tacky glue, which I did not have sitting upside down, so I am shaking it. I have a bucket over there where I like to keep my glues upside down, but for some reason this wasn't in it. How many journals am I working in right now? So now I've started my Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats Kitty Boho Journal. And I think this one just may or may not be limited to cats. I'm thinking about that. Because you know I like to smash everything in together. And I have my trashy, and that'll be for tomorrow, for Trash Tuesday. I finished my gnome journal, but I still have my Christmas in July journal, which has some summer and some Christmas journaling in it because it's a monster. Now, instead of putting this at the edge, I decided I wanted the pink to show there. So I did that one a little different than I usually do. I don't think I got enough glue towards the edge of this. Oh, pretty dry under there. And then there's my Harry Potter that I started at Halloween. Oh, Mr. Possum's sneezing in the other room. I think he stayed outside too long shoveling snow the other day. So I hope he doesn't catch a cold. Okay, now this I am going to glue down. Let me measure here. Do I want this all the way at the bottom? I'm going to go under that ruffle a little bit, like that. Those flowers are pretty in the middle. Maybe I'll do it like this. I might put a little Mod Podge on top of this because, and them too, because this paper is very old. I should protect it with something. I should. But before I do that, I got to get everything in place and glued down. I think after a while the glue gets kind of thick. Oh, and then I have my glue book, my Asian themed glue book that I'm working on for February for my birthday challenge to send me just something to stick in my book. because it's going to be Chinese New Year's in a couple of days. And it is the Year of the Tiger. So that's very exciting. The Year of the Tiger. And then I started a few journals for summer journaling. But I'm not going to journal in those now. Oh, because then I have my Colors of Winter journal for my daily journaling. So I have my daily journaling. I have my glue book. I have my kitty journal. I have my trashy journal. And then the other two journals, which may or may not be put away until summer, fall, and next Christmas. All right, I'm going to glue the cat down and I'll be right back. Okay, the kitty picture is glued down and I glued some washi tape to the corners just to make it look like the tape is holding it down, though it's not really. Okay, now I need my book illustration, which went where? Okay, let me go find it. Okay, I found them. They were down on the floor. I think I'll just kind of connect these elements together by having it overlap the picture and the poem. Something like that. So I'm going to put them down with some glue stick. And then go get some Mod Podge or matte medium or something to seal in this old paper. Okay, I'm going to place them right about there. I need to write his name down here somewhere. And I feel like I need something up here. I don't know why. Or something on there. So let me think about it. Okay, I just added another strip of washi tape because the washi tape is sitting on the table. So why not? And I'm going to add just a little tiny bit of sparkle Mod Podge over the top of this very old paper, just to seal it in a little bit. I'm going to try not to put too much. And now I'm thinking about a little bit of bling. Just a little bit of bling. Trying to do something a little bit different in this book. Not that adding bling is different from what I usually do, but do you ever watch somebody's video and you're like, oh my gosh, I love their journal. I would love to make a journal like that. And you try to make their journal like that, and it comes out looking like the journals that you make. And that's because you made it. Somehow we all have our own innate style, I guess. Okay, I'm going to go look for bling while my sparkle dries. Okay, I have these sort of navy half rounds. I like it with this. It's not going to show up a lot, but it'd be subtle, but it'd be nice. I have these fancy bling blings with half rounds. I have bling bling bling. I kind of like these round ones. Put a couple of those. I think this will be a little too fancy for that. I got light blue. Those might show up better on the black. And there's one more down here. I got my possum bubbles. I think this is too wide. I like these big ones. So I think, I'm not really sure what I think. I think I'm going to go with the light blue. Just put a couple here, maybe one up there. And I think I'm going to put one right there. I didn't give her any jewels. Unless I make these the earrings. I can give her 2 earrings. And give her something else up there. Do I want these? Oh, I can't make up my mind. Okay, we're going with the light blue. Going with the light blue. Now these do have a sticky back, but I always put some glue on. And I want one here at the top. And I said I was going to put one over there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a few more. I was just watching one of Wanda's videos, Wanda at a Day in My World. I can link her below too. And she's talking about her added bling to her project. She said if it didn't bling, it wasn't a Wanda. I thought that was cute. I get the glue in my finger and then it wants to stick to my finger and not the project. And then I get out my tweezers and I use those. I don't want these to be too even. Too much glue came out. And let's see, put one down here, and put one over there. And one at the bottom. One at the bottom. Okay, okay. Oh, I gotta get a pen to write his name down here. Well, I traded out the half round I had up here for a blue paper flower. And Miss Love Bites got her half round pearl earrings and a little bling bling in her bow. I did round the corners on this page and on this page too. And I think that kind of makes for a little bit of an interesting page right there. A little bit of a memory keeper page done in a funky style. And I got this first page started. I might add something else to this page at some point, but I've got it started. We're on our way with Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats, and I already have an idea for the next page, but I will save that for tomorrow. So I just want to thank everyone for coming along today, and happy junk journaling. Bye bye now.